Hello everybody, welcome back to some Skyrim special edition cleanup episode for the base game. We'll be doing, there's only 3 things. It's still possible that I'm missing something else outside of, obviously the random events and whatnot. It is still possible that I'm missing something else that I just couldn't think of, couldn't find. But as far as I know, we've only got 3 things left to do today. So we'll do those 3 things, which won't take very long. And then, since that won't take very long, we'll look into, 4 things, because I forgot that I have to do this. Because I don't know for sure if I actually have that mod installed, and I forgot to check before doing this. But either way, we'll do those 4 things, because I don't know what this report to the Jarl of Whiterun is for. And then, assuming that this doesn't take very long, which it shouldn't, we'll dick around with this fucking fishing thing, I guess, just to see what it's like. But anyway, as you can see, I'm not sure if I showed you guys these guys, but we got the mannequin demented nymphs. But yeah, first thing we'll do is, since we're already here, we will grab all of the heads, or all the masks. And then actually, before we go and do that, because it's the thing that I'm most likely to forget to do, is we're going to go stop off at the Palace of the Kings in Windhelm, and hope a dragon doesn't attack, because that would suck, and see that there's a Legion guy out here. But when we go in, we will find the new Jarl.
Something you need, you miserable wretch.
What the fuck was that? That you? The fuck's your problem, bitch? Unmid, Sairland. Ah, here it is.
Leave me alone. Can't an old man have some peace?
Oh,
You have something to say, dog?
these people aren't supposed
Something
to
on
be
your
here.
mind? I feel so helpless out here. The people of Riften depended on me, and I failed them.
Jarl Skald is upset over the loss of Dawnstar. I'll admit, it's less I have to worry about.
Okay, so these guys here are the Jarls from the places that got taken over by the Imperial Legion. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be locked up and not here, but whatever. This is the guy we need.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
Any plans to renovate the Grey Court?
I've taken the first steps toward doing so already. I met with several of the Dark Elves to discuss improvements in the Grey Quarter. But we have no real plans as of yet. First, we'll need to refill our coffers and stockpile stone and wood. The war took a heavy toll on Windhelm's resources. But I swore an oath to our Dunmer friends that for as long as I sit on the throne of Windhelm, their needs will not be ignored.
Good. We let Argonians into the city.
I'd like to, but it's not as simple as that. Most of the folk in the city believe, as Ulfric did, that outsiders should not be trusted. Until those people learn to accept the Argonians, they must remain outside for their own safety.
I still don't get how the
Old
Argonians
habits
are.
don't die easily, and we Nords can be as stubborn as stone.
I imagine if I came and talked to Ulfric, he'd probably explain why the Argonians are considered more of an outsider than anyone else. But anyway, my Jarl, is there anything else you need?
There is room in my court for a new Thane. It's an honorary title mainly, but there are a few perks someone like you could make use of. However, I could only grant the title to someone who is known throughout my hold, and who owns at least 1 piece of property in my city. You help my people, and purchase a house from my steward, and I'll make you my Thane.
It'll be an honor.
The honor will be mine.
I have helped your people as you have asked.
Then by my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Eastmarch. Congratulations. I grant you a personal housecarl to watch over your home, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title.
Alright.
Safe journeys, sword.
So yeah, I forgot to become Jarl of this place, because you can only do that. Well, if you Well, no, you can actually. I'm pretty sure you can only do that after the Civil War, because I think even if you join the Stormcloaks, you still need to finish the war. Maybe not. Maybe if after you're, maybe as long as you finish the Jagged Crown. I don't know. Never fought for the Stormcloaks, but we got the Axe of East March. The Axe of East March, which just has fear on it. Whoop-de-doo. All right. So that's that, which, as I said, is the one that I was most likely to forget. The next one that I'm most likely to forget requires us to go to Riften. And if you recall, the first time we came into Riften, this guy was having a chat with Sapphire and not too happy.
What do you want?
What kind of trouble are you in?
I owe a great deal of money to someone, and I think they cheated me. I don't know what to do.
Tell me the details.
I was able to work out a deal with the stables in Whiterun to sell me some of their tack and harnesses. I borrowed some gold from Sapphire to pay for the shipment, but it got robbed before it even arrived. Now Sapphire wants her money back, and if I don't pay her, I think she's going to kill me.
I'll help you pay off your debt.
You will? Oh, thank you.
All right.
Be careful with Sapphire.
So I did forget to do this because it is something that I was going to do after we became Guildmaster, and then I just completely spaced. And then I would see him every once in a while. Whenever I would like run through the town.
What's your problem?
Now that we're Guildmaster, I wanted to talk to you about Shader's debt.
Oh, you heard about that, huh? Sorry, boss. I was going to speak to Delvin about cutting the guild in, but I forgot. You aren't angry about it, right?
Forget the debt with Shader, or you're out.
I got the message. Consider it forgotten, boss.
So will you tell me your real name?
Look, I don't really know you. I don't even really know anyone here. Why do you care anyway? It's not like we're family. This is a business.
Something had to make you this angry.
Look, you want to know about me? All right, I'll tell you. I'll tell you about the time I was a young girl, barely out of her teens, living on a pig farm in the middle of nowhere. Didn't have a coin to spend between our entire family. Ate the same slop we fed our livestock.
Sounds horrible.
Oh wait, it gets much better. How about the fact that our farm was attacked by bandits, and that they killed my entire family who didn't even brandish a weapon against them? Here's the best part. They took me as a prize and violated me for a fortnight. Tossed me from bandit to bandit like...
You don't have to continue.
It's fine. I had to tell someone, I suppose. Carrying around a weight like that, it hurts after a while. Cuts you inside like a dagger to the heart.
How did you escape?
Over time, I managed to gain their confidence. Then one night I grabbed a knife, waited until they fell asleep, and cut their throats. I never returned to that pig farm, you know. There's nothing for me there. So that's my sad story. What do you think?
You still never told me your real name.
Maybe one day. Just not today.
I always liked Sapphire. I don't know why.
Maybe I'll see you around the guild.
And the reason I went through that is because we do learn a little bit more about Sapphire's backstory.
Look, I already said Shadra doesn't know me.
In the during the Dragonborn DLC. But now the thief came outside, did he? Oh wait.
That's it? That's all you've got?
Why is there a Riften Guard fighting it? Well, whatever. I don't
Just a scratch.
have at it. But that, and I didn't really remember hearing that story from her before. But that doesn't. Maybe it isn't Sapphire that I'm thinking of. Then it's not like an important quest or anything. It's literally just like a throwaway quest. In the Dragonborn DLC, it's probably going to be one of the first quests we do, honestly, just because it's like right there at the beginning of the DLC. But oh, there's a dragon out. But yeah, that story doesn't make
Too lazy to walk, eh?
sense from what I'm
Well, you
remembering.
found the right place.
Oh, shush.
Any luck with Sapphire?
You're no longer in debt with Sapphire.
By the 8. You actually talked her into it? I don't know what to say. I didn't think anyone in Riften even cared what happened to me. Look, I was saving this, but I wanted you to have it. I thought I might need it if Sapphire came for me, but I don't need it anymore.
So yeah, it's an invisibility
I'd
potion.
better get going.
So if you ask Sapphire to cut you in, she will agree to it, and you'll have to go talk to him. You can do that as well if you're also not her boss. Fucking Christ, I don't know what's wrong with me today. And you're just a member of the Thieves Guild. If you aren't a member of the Thieves Guild, you can also persuade her to give it up, just with a regular persuasion check. But I like the dialogue when you're the boss, because she's like, "Oh, I'm in trouble now." The reason I told her to forget the debt anyway is because it was her that robbed it. I don't remember how you get the rest of the dialogue, but there is more dialogue involved. Where, where is a troll here? Thought it was weird that I didn't find one. They're usually around. Shut up. You're being loud. But I don't remember how you get the extra dialogue, but there is more dialogue that you can get. I'm pretty sure that shows that she did, in fact, give him the money for it, find out when it was, and then just rob the shipment and try and get more money out of him. Why do I have 2? I don't know why I have 2 of those. It worries me a little that I do. But anyway, Ulsung, Okun, Otar, Morokai, Ragots, Nakrins, have Norax, and Crosses. Ta-da! And then we get Connorix Bust. And then we can obviously get all of the rest of ours back. Do. So we're already here, and then this door isn't a real door. But yeah, we get this new mask, which is, as you can see, actually looks different than the rest, besides the color or material that it's made out of. When health is low, has a chance to heal, or when health is low, has a chance to heal wearer and damage nearby enemies. So what that means is, the damage nearby enemies means it will activate Flame Cloak on you. The has a chance to heal the wearer is the equivalent to the skill in... I always go the wrong way for some reason. In Restoration that I have here, called Avoid Death. So this one is automatically, if you fall below 10% health, it'll heal you for 250 points. The mask activates when you're below 15% health, but this one is once a day and guaranteed. The mask is consistent with just a chance, and it's below 15% health. So if you get your health high enough, 15% of your health can be quite a bit. Now, obviously, I spread my stats out quite a bit for no real purpose, considering that I don't really use... Well, I mean, stamina, obviously, I use, because I do use power attacks, and I do sprint around a lot. But, like, health-wise, I would need to go down to, like, 15% of that would be, like, what, 50-some hit points, which is not a lot. Considering that, like, well, like, this axe does 25 damage, right? And this is, I think that's just like a basic steel axe. It might even be an iron axe, if in all honesty, it looks pretty shitty. But I mean, like, look, like, the woodcutter axe does 45 damage. The pit, like, and that's just an axe. So, I mean, like, yeah, 50 some health isn't a lot, but it has another added effect as well, though, that it doesn't describe on there, although apparently it used to, where when your health drops below there, not only does it have a chance to activate Flame Cloak in that, it also has a chance to summon... Oh, who does it summon? Or what? It summons a Dragon Priest. It can summon a Dragon Priest. And apparently one of my Atronachs died. It's weird, but whatever. Um, and I do believe that that's also just the chant. Oh, that was weird. Just like the noise that made as I came in. Made it seem like that Atronach was going to die in there. And I was like, no, my bugs. And there we go. So we got 4 more. Azadal, Mirak, Dukon, and Zakrissos. Now, Mirak is the boss of the Dragonborn DLC. Azadal, I'm not sure if we actually fight Azadal, but he's a character in the Dragonborn DLC that we learn about. We get like his armor and that from him. These two, though, Zakrissos and Dukon, no clue. Absolutely none who they are. And then with that, that is, I do believe, I'm going to take a quick look here, because like we have this Bjorn skull, which I do believe is I think that's part of the Dragonborn DLC, but I'm not sure if it is. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay, yeah. It wasn't the skull I was thinking of, but it is still. So the Kolbjorn skull isn't the skull of Kolbjorn. It's a skull that's found. Well, I mean, maybe it is, but it's a skull found in there. Then the books that we're missing from here are the Felmer stuff. That's Dawnguard. These are all the black books from Dragonborn. Obviously the Dragon Scroll won't go up there. The other 2 are part of Dawnguard. This is Dragonborn. That just doesn't work for me. These, well, those are whatever I want them to be. That is all filled up. That's full up. The only thing we're missing here is Gallus' journal, which is not something that you can get without console commands. We got that. Those weapons are whatever. The Soul Render, Blood Scythe, Blood Skull Blade, and Harkon's sword. Those are both Dragonborn and Dawnguard, and this shield is Dawnguard, and this is also Dawnguard. So yeah, we've got everything that's in here from the base game, or that can go up in here in the base game. I could have swore that there was some Dragon Claws in. Oh, hang on. Ivory Claw, Sapphire Claw. But over here it says left Amethyst Claw and right Amethyst Claw, which I do believe is the actually there might just be the one. The Amethyst Claw I think is the Dragonborn one. I thought there was more than one claw in the Dragonborn DLC, but maybe not. I also don't know where that's going to sit, considering that it's over here. But yes, it is cut in half as well. But yeah, like it looks like we've got everything, so I guess it's time to do this Parthenax thing. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure, and I would check, but it takes fucking forever for the mod menu to load. Let's go to High Hrothgar first. Let's speak to Arngir here first. But yeah, I'm excited to get into the Dawnguard DLC. We'll get a follower again. Like I said, I'll respec myself as well to be probably go heavy armor with 2-handed weapons.
We are all in your debt, Dragonborn.
Is Alduin really dead? I didn't absorb his soul when he died.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. Dragons are not like normal mortal creatures, and Alduin is unique, even among dragonkind. He may be permitted to return at the end of time to fulfill his destiny as the World Eater. But that is for the gods to decide. You have done your part.
Okay, so the Blades want me to kill Parthenax.
Now you see why I've warned you against them. Bloodthirsty barbarians.
Is it true what they said? Was he Alduin's ally?
Yes, but understand, during the days of Alduin's rule, all dragons were his allies. There was nothing else they could be. If not for Parthenax, Alduin could not have been overthrown. It was he that first taught men to use the Thum.
Okay, well, I haven't decided what to do yet.
Ah, you're learning, Dragonborn. Doing nothing can be the wisest choice, although strangely often the most difficult. I trust that you will make the right choice in the end. Listen to the voice that Kinnereth has placed within you, and your path will be clear.
Okay, I mean...
Sky above, voice within.
Sure. We're gonna go out this way because I have no intention of fucking climbing this mountain again with the stupid clear sky shout over and over. This is another one of those quests that, like, I may have done, like, once. And then just, like, ignored it after that. Oh, there's still a bunch of dragons here. Parthi.
Dremyolok, greetings.
The blades say you deserve to die.
The blades are wise not to trust me. Onikan Niov. I would not trust another Dova.
Why shouldn't they trust you?
Dov Walan Farel. We were made to dominate. The will to power is in our blood. You feel it in yourself, do you not? I can be trusted. I know this, but they do not. Onikan Niov Dova. It is always wise to mistrust a Dova. I have overcome my nature only through meditation and long study of the way of the voice. No day goes by where I am not tempted to return to my inborn nature. Zingriforvut se suliech. What is better, to be born good or to overcome your evil nature through great effort?
Alright.
Sum arc.
So, obviously we're going to spare him because A, he lets us meditate on a word of power and make it better, which is a useful thing. B, I'm not really sure what happens with the other dragons that are there if I decide to try and fight them. Not that I would, I guess, have to worry about them killing me, let's face it. But also, like, he's not wrong. Either of them, him or Arngir. Like, yes, he was Alduin's ally. Yes, he did a bunch of stuff. But here's the thing: there's always the guy, right? Like, in all of history, like evil dictators, whatnot, right? The country is being ruled. There's always the guy or the girl, you know, whatever. Point is, there's always the guy, the first one to stand up, to make the decision. This can't go on. We can't do this anymore. You're wrong, right? Now, sometimes it's lucky and the guy manages to come to this conclusion before they do anything. Sometimes, it's before they even had a chance to be turned bad. They'll come to this conclusion. Something will happen, right? And even if it's not that particular person, like in this case, Parthenax was the one who was like, "No, we got to stop this," and he was the one that helped stop, and he was the one who helped stop Alduin directly, right? But even if, let's say, Parthenax was, and to be fair, maybe Parthenax wasn't the first one. It could very well be, because here, like the other scenario that's fairly common in stories like this, is there's the guy who stands up and says no, gets killed. It's your classic martyr. But because of what he did, the fact that he showed the courage to stand up to this thing, to this person, in this case the dragon, that nobody thought could ever be stood up to, it gave the rest of them the courage to then stand up to them and get rid of them, right? So, I mean, yeah, I don't see a problem with letting him live. Like, could he turn on us? Sure. But then you kill him. I mean...
We have nothing to talk about until Parthenax is dead.
About Parthenax.
Make your choice, Dragonborn. You're either with us or against us.
I've decided to spare his life. So that's your answer? So apparently I do have the mod installed, because the fact that she didn't have any voice lines, I really wish that my Atronach would fuck off. But the fact that she didn't actually say that leads me to believe I do have the mod installed. So she said it wasn't my choice to make. So that's your answer, revenge. I thought the blades were better than this. The atrocity committed against mankind were evil and unforgivable. This isn't about revenge. Yes, it is, though. We wouldn't even be here to discuss this if it weren't for Parthenax. Are you so blind as to let that dragon manipulate you into this? No idea what you're dealing with. Letting him live is dangerous. So did you question the authority of Reman Cyrodiil or Tiber Septim this way? Those were different times and proven leaders. No one had reason to question either one of them. Bitch, you know what I've done? You realize without Parthenax, Tiber Septim could not be who he was, right? Nice attempt to deflect the issue, but this is not going to change anything. That dragon has to die for his crimes regardless of who you invoke. Brunic savages, that is what you have become, as bad as the Thalmor. That seems a bit harsh. I mean, I've never used this mod before, so I have no idea what, but obviously I don't have a choice in what I'm going to say, so how dare you even suggest such a thing? You test our patience. I see the Greybeards were right about you as well. Bloodthirsty barbarians. Oh my god. Go too far, Dragonborn. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't put you down right now as a traitor to the cause. Because you served the Dragonborn. Because I killed Alduin. Do not force my wrath if you know what's good for you. Oh my god. No desire to die here today. Are you sure this is what you want? Parthenax will be spared. Honor my decision. We will not speak of this again. Alright, so I like that the
You'll have to speak up. I'm a little deaf.
okay, so now we have access to the blades as much as we can. Here's the thing. I understand that Delphine and Esbern are what you would call, I don't want to say brainwashed. I know there's like a better word for it. Indoctrinated. I think that's a better word for it. Indoctrinated by the code of the blades and everything, right? But dragons have been gone for a long time. And the blades have been meant to serve the Emperor, who was Dragonborn. Like, that was the whole point of them serving the Emperor, is that the Emperor was Dragonborn. They were made to serve, or the blades were made to serve the Dragonborn. Where's the Dawnguard quest? Weird. Anyway. Oh, right, they're on the docks, I think. So, since the blades were made to serve the Dragonborn and to obviously kill the dragons, but then all the dragons were dead. Oh, another thief around, or is those two fucking guards still fighting? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna quick save here.
I'm sorry.
Really? Ooh, I got a bounty for that one. So really, I can't... Oh. Oh, he won.
Son of a...
No, I do get a bounty. I only get a 40 bounty for killing the guard, which is interesting. Oh, well, actually, you know what? I think I get a 40 bounty for killing the guard, and then I get like another 1,000 afterwards, because I think the 40 bounty is for assault, and then the 1,000 is for actually killing them. But anyway, so the dragons are dead, and I can't. Well, there's enemies. Oh, there is a thief out and about as well.
Oh well. What was that?
So basically, then at that point, a glazed urn. That's interesting. I'll actually take that, because that I've never seen that before. So their job just basically became serve the Emperor, protect the Emperor, because the Emperor is the Dragonborn, right? So it makes very little sense that if the Dragonborn is like, hey, this dragon gets to live, that they would not be like, we can't, it's like, we have to listen to you, like, you're the Dragonborn. Our entire purpose is to serve you and trust in your judgment. And she's like, they were proven leaders. I mean, I'm the leader of the Companions, the Dark Brotherhood, the Thieves Guild, the Mages College, or the College of Winterhold. I'm the Thane of every fucking hold in Skyrim. I've defeated Alduin. Like, bitch, please. I'm the leader of so many things.
The waiting. The insufferable waiting.
What's wrong?
Here, I want you to have this. Don't ask, just take it.
Juvenile mud crab? Oh, a bounty. Bounty juvenile mud crab. After hanging up my sword and bow to live a quieter life, I decided to study the lives and habitats of mud crabs here at the Riften Fishery. And it's my hope that one day we might breed mud crabs much like we do fish, if only everyone else at the fishery shared my interest. I am in search of a juvenile mud crab so that I may study its growth. These young mud crabs rarely leave the water, so I now need an intrepid fisherman to catch one. They can be caught in almost all lakes and streams throughout Skyrim, though a breeding ground is said to be in Whiterun west of Broken Fang Cave. Please make haste, I must show progress in my research as soon as possible. It's been 12 days since an adventurer took up this bounty, and so far nothing. How much longer must I wait?
The waiting. The insufferable waiting.
Okay, so you hired someone to catch a mud crab, but never returned.
It would seem so.
I wouldn't mind taking over the bounty.
Good luck out there.
Okay. So I'm assuming that requires me to go fishing, which I've never done. But also, how long did it take us to do those 4 things? A half hour. It's actually longer than I thought it would. But we'll still dick around with this for a little bit.
You have questions?
I'd like to improve my fishing skills. Could you teach me a few things?
Of course.
An entire list of fish to catch, but I only just learned how to fish. Some would say I haven't even learned how to fish.
That doesn't change anything.
Alright, I'll bring them back soon, I guess.
My thanks to you.
Alright, can I borrow a fishing rod? Thank you.
You must leave immediately.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I have a fishing rod. And what was the thing west of whatever, whatchamacallit? Yeah. Well, here, we'll go to the monument, because I know that there's no enemies at the monument. Well, I guess there's random spawns near it, but... Oh, I guess I shouldn't equip my fishing rod quite yet. So they say there's a breeding ground over here, probably because of all these giant mud crabs. Oh wow, look at that big old motherfucker. Okay, well, let's clear out the dangerous ones. Or at least the dangerous one. Is that under... It is under there. Nope. 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 I don't know how to fish. Oh, is that a juvenile mud crab? Hey, I got one. A big old mud crab here. Now, how does one fish? I mean, I caught the mud crab easily enough. I thought it was weird that I would have to fish for it, but I guess I didn't. Alright, well, I guess let's go turn this in. I don't know what is up with the fucking quest marker for this, though. I'm also assuming the reason she handed me that and then I had to leave and read it and then go back and talk to her was probably... Oh, because she walks around, apparently.
Not now.
I managed to find a juvenile mud crab.
Thanks.
Here you go.
Couldn't have done that without you. I'm grateful for your efforts. Here, take this.
You know of anyone in need of fishing work around Skyrim?
You're headed to Falkreath. It's all in this note. And
okay, now there's a glass fish. We'll stick with her since the other one seems to be. I cannot leave my shop unattended during the daylight hours. Grave concoctions in Falkreath. Once you have a glassfish. Okay.
Next time. Until next time.
Okay, well, let's check that other list that the guy gave me. Oh, okay. Fishing mastery. Back room of the fishery. Okay, so I need to find this book in the... A pugfish. I feel like I've got one of those before.
Working at the Riften fishery is tough.
I don't know where I got one, but I feel like I got one at some point. Just really hoping that at some point I learn how to fish. Because me standing there and just swinging the rod doesn't seem to do it. At least just as far as I can tell.
It is our most favorite company.
Good for you. Guidebook tells you 4 types of fish, ideal for beginner. Clear day near streams and lakes, away from snow and ice. Okay, so actually, you know what? I will take that. Is this volume 2? No. Hold off in the dry. I know for a fact I fucking did that. Alright, maybe there's like a spot that I need to like fish from? Because I remember coming across like little fishing spots.
Something?
Yeah, how the fuck do I use a fishing pole? Because here's that. Here's fishing supplies. Ah, I see. I need to find fishing supplies. While fishing, press activate to reel in your line. Reeling when there is a strong pull on your line will reel in your catch. Ripples on the surface when casting your line are from nearby fish. Waters calm when you cast your line, there are no more fish to catch here. Okay. So I just wait for a tug, I guess? Okay, I'd say I pulled in my line too early, but I pulled when there was a tug. There's also apparently a lot of fucking fish here. So this is the thing they gave everyone, right? Hey, fishing. Oh, what did I get? I can't read what that says. Not glassfish though. It started with an S. Probably one of the other ones that I needed. It's like there's 3 more fish here. I mean, it's not horrible. I may... Oh, I caught an entire slaughterfish. Holy shit. Alright. I mean, I do have the aquarium or whatever at my house. Maybe I will do these fishing quests, but they're not really something that I feel need to be done on camera, that's for sure. Silverside perch, well, fucking I can get enough of those without fishing. Find those in a lot of like alchemy things. It's interesting that you can just fish up an entire slaughterfish, though. I mean, it makes sense. It is still a fish. Bucket. Okay. So the number of splashes don't indicate how many fish there are. It just indicates whether or not there are fish. But from what I read, it means that there's also then some steel boots. All right. It also seems like there's a limited amount of fish in each spot that respawn each day, which is fine. That makes sense. Gameplay-wise, that makes sense. I mean, I don't know enough about fishing to know if that makes sense in real life. So I came across a few of these fishing supply things. Alright, so there's no more fish here.
Need something?
No. So what it said by Iverstead, right? So if we just like follow the river down Iverstead, we should find what we need, a glassfish. But like, where in Iverstead? I mean, like, look at all the fish though. Why can't I just catch them there? Alright. Books, fishing mastery. River that runs alongside Iverstead. Okay, so it doesn't specify where. It just says the river running alongside it, which is obviously here. Or here. So we'll check the back end first, just because there's less chance for there to be enemies, right? Oh. Here's the fishing supplies, right? Yep. Alright, let's see what we can catch here, and then we'll end the part. Hopefully we'll get a glassfish, and I'll go turn that in, but... yeah, I think we'll end the part after we... you know, in fact, if we get a glassfish, we'll just end the part. I don't know what all I was supposed to catch. I don't remember what the list that the guy gave me was. I know carp and glassfish was on it, but... I don't know if we, oh, whoops. I don't know if... I hope that doesn't, like, get rid of a fish. If, like, I pull in my line to her. Apparently, there's still a lot of fish here, because I mean, I'm getting a lot more splashes. Because, I mean, when we started fishing at the lake... oh, fuck. I'm too used to having to pull, like, at the thing, not have to wait for a specific tug. But, like, when we started fishing at the lake, we got some splashes, and then it went down to, like, 3 splashes. So, maybe the splashes do have, like, some indication of how many fish are here. Hey, we got a pogfish. Okay, well, if that came up, that didn't come up for any of the fish we caught in the lake, so it must not. None of them must have counted, I guess. I mean, it's not a horrible, like, little thing. I don't know how much they charge for any of their Creation Club stuff. I really hope this one's like $1. Because, like, I understand that, like, obviously the person would have had to put a lot of work into it. It's an entirely new mechanic in that, but it really doesn't add anything to the game. That's a cool looking fish. I really wish I could read what kind it was, but that stupid little recording symbol. And I know you could say, I'll just don't have the recording symbol there. That is an option, but then I would be constantly, like, going out of full screen mode while I'm recording to make sure that it's actually still recording. So I'd much rather just have it there and not be able to read that, because outside of this game, I don't think it really affects anything else that I've played. Maybe there's even an option to move where it is, but I don't know. The only place I think might be better is like one of the bottom corners, but there's a lot of games that have stuff in the bottom corners. And I don't know exactly how much control I have over it, because... oh, fuck. Because, I mean, it's not, like, directly in the top left-hand corner. Like, it's just enough out of the corner to perfectly cover up the first line of text that shows up. So, like, whenever I loot something or get an item or something. Oh, I lost my catch. Okay, I'm assuming that's just a thing that can happen, because I don't know what I did differently there. But yeah, I don't know. I would have much preferred the farm one that I read about. Like, if you get the anniversary edition, you can get a farm. That you get to, like, hire people for, and, like... oh, that's it for this spot. Alright. Well, we fished out the spot. Like I said, I might actually try to, actually, you know what? Just before we leave... I don't know which house I did that in. Maybe we'll go to Lakeview. I don't know what house I put the aquarium in. Maybe it's Lakeview. I'm hoping so, since that's where I went. I thought I saw someone walking there. Maybe it was just a cow I saw. I don't even remember.
What can I do for you?
No, you're a bard. Who do I have that runs this house?
Long life.
Rhea is my house Carl. Oh, Berlina, the mage. Right. I forgot that she was the one that this is where I sent her. Oh, we didn't even go and see who our house Carl was in Windhelm. Okay, well I'm assuming that the slaughterfish has to go into a large. Oh, I can just put a tripod spiderfish in there. Because as you can see, I do have some fish in here. Oh, wait, no, that's what's in there. That isn't what I can put in there. That is what's in there. Oh, I see. Okay, hang on. Food. Oh, like, apparently I can't put a slaughterfish in there. What are the odds I can put it into one of these? I mean, like, 0, right? Yeah, I didn't think so. It's interesting that I can fish it, but it doesn't go into one of these tanks. Kind of wish I knew what did go into them. And as you see, I got a few there. Okay, so I can't put any more fish in that tank. Actually, what do I have in this one? Abyssinian longfish, Cyrodiilic spadetail, and silverside perch. Well, I don't know how big any of them are. Oh, right, I didn't put any of these away. I want that to see that cool looking little fish that I got. Silverside perch was one that was in that one, right? The spadefish. It's a cool looking one. Yeah, look at it. And silverside perch was one of these, right? Okay, what are you? Brook bass and a salmon. You're the tripod thing. I got a dire fish in there. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Okay. Okay, well I can't actually get rid of the carp or the pogfish since I need those for whatever. Salmon though. It's in here, right? Yeah. Oops, kick the bucket. The pogfish and the carp. So that's it. That's all I got then. I didn't actually, besides the spadefish, I didn't get anything else I can put in here. Oh well. The spadefish is really cool though. I'd like to have one of those in real life. I imagine that most of these are probably like real fish, even if their names aren't.
Yes?
Obviously a Cyrodiilic spadetail isn't going to be a real fish, since it's named after Cyrodiil, but anyway, yeah, that'll be it for the main game of Skyrim. Like I said, I might do some more fishing stuff. If I do decide to do a bunch of fishing stuff before I record the next part, we'll probably start here. And I'll quickly just show you the fish tanks. Maybe I'll just try and catch one of every fish with it. Why not? Just as like a little extra challenge for me. But yeah, I don't think I'll show you any more of it because obviously they didn't record any dialogue lines for it since everything is told through notes. And yes, they obviously have dialogue, but it's probably just lines that were already in that other characters say. Like they probably just took a character because a lot of the same voice actor, or like the voice actors in this game obviously voice more than one person, so they could have just found a bunch of characters with the same voice actor and cut together lines. But that's it for the base game of Skyrim. That is everything. We're Thane of every hold, leader of every guild. I mean, I guess technically that's everything in both the base game and the Hearthfire DLC, just because there's very little to that one. So yeah, next time we will start with Dawnguard. I don't know why I don't have the quest in here anymore, but that should be fine. I mean, I could have swore that it was... I could have swore that I had that quest in here, and obviously we didn't do anything yet. But either way, we'll maybe before I start recording next time, assuming it's not well, even if it is, I'll try and find where the orc guy is. I remember coming across him. I think he's in Riften, the Dawnguard orc dude who's supposed to recruit you, and we'll talk to him. So yeah, that'll be it for this part. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next week for Dawnguard.